Are you needing a break from social media? Note, I didn't say, do you need a break? Because that would imply you're making the decisions, but you're needing a break. One, if the first thing you do in the morning is reach for your phone, that's too much. Secondly, you find yourself spending hours on end just scrolling, mindlessly scrolling. You're needing a break. Or you find that everything you read, everything you see impacts your mood. 1 minute you're at the next minute, you need a break. You need a break. You need a break to reset and regain control of your mental space, your emotions, your life. Hi, I'm Abby Adigwe, a youth speaker, author, and coach. I train youth to be clear-sighted, competent, and compassionate. Today, we're going to be talking about how to quit social media, how to detox, how to get yourself offline to really live your life. So if any of those symptoms is you know you need to get offline. But in order to do that, you need a why, right? And the why is social media is corrupting your manners. It is corrupting the way you see the world. It is corrupting the way you do business in the world, the way you come across. And it does impact your leadership capability. For example, you see trends and instantly you jump on the trends without thinking, how does this impact my life? How does it even relate to me at all? You find that there are people that have lost their lives, youth that have lost their lives by following trends. There are those that have ruined relationships by following trends. There are those that have destroyed their livelihood by following trends. You don't want to be a statistic. You really do want to own your thoughts and control your emotions, not just be subject to every whim everywhere that is out there in social media land. So how do we do this? The very first thing is why. How exactly do you get to a position where you are doom scrolling? What happens to make you start doing that? So one of the things that you will need to research is, to note your own emotions, kind of do a research into you. When do you doom scroll? When do you go online the most? Is it when you're anxious? Is it when you're bored? You're kind of waiting in the doctor's office, there's nothing to do, so hey, why not? Or when you're afraid, you don't know what's going to happen, you're uncertain about a situation, and so you just like, it's a fidgety type of response. A plethora of reasons why you doom scroll. And then when do you doom scroll? Is it first thing in the morning and it goes on? Or is it in the lull in the middle of the day? Or that Thursday afternoon when you don't have anything else to do? So you gotta, the first thing you need to do is kind of check why you do it. So when you know why you do it, then you can know how to stop it. But first, why do you do it? Why do you doom scroll? Why are you sitting on social media? Why are you living out your life online versus in person with the people around you? And is it just for the attention, just for the likes, just for the dopamine? Discover what will work for you. How do you stop it? There's some people that if they don't want to do something, they just like, I'm not doing this anymore. Cold turkey, and it's done. They never get back to it. And then there are others of us, right? That when we say such things, it lasts maybe a day. You need to find what works for you. What would make you stop? What would help you to stop? Some examples. You could cut your worst offender. That's one. Cut your worst offender. If it is IG, take it off. and then you will compensate with the others, but it would not take as much of your time or your attention or control you so much as the worst offender. You could also just reduce your time, saying, okay, I'm going to be online from an hour maximum to an hour 15 minutes. Let the buzzer go off. That would also help you. Design your quit strategy to where it fits you. Either you grayscale, there's so many ways you could do it, but design what would fit best with your personality and what has worked for you in times past. Thirdly, fill in the gaps. So in the first step, we identified there were gaps. There are reasons you're doom scrolling. 2 would be to put measures in place, and I would leave a list of strategies down below that you could use to stop doom scrolling. But 3 is fill in the gaps. If it is boredom, you're still going to be bored. Most of our days are just humdrum Thursday afternoons. But what do you fill it with? Do you now begin to garden? Do you plant a herb garden, for example? Do you now begin to read? Do you exercise in that time? There's so many things that you can do outside of the mindless scrolling. Fill in those gaps you identified in step 1 and make it work for you. Remember, lead with sense.